Guys, we got to talk about a guy named Ryan Michler. And what he does is pretty great, just to help men improve themselves, all that manosphere men, not bullshit, but I mean, fuck, it's outside. Anyways, yeah, Ryan Michler. As I was saying, Ryan Michler. Okay, I'm gonna have to go somewhere else. Ryan Michler. This guy, I feel this guy is hiding something. And, maybe his past, he's hiding something from his past, right? From when I hear his podcast, I hear that he talks about his quote-unquote financial business. And that's a little fishy, You know who says I work in the financial industry? People who work in that multi-level marketing company, all right? Especially if it has to do with something with insurance and they think it's like legit, right? They sell legit products, but they hide it under a pyramid scheme. And I believe that's what Ryan used to work for. He used to work for a financial company. I don't know which one, but it's like so vague when he says it in his podcast. Maybe I can throw some clips in here if I can.
And I owned a financial planning practice at the time, which I know is your background as well. So I had a full-time financial planning practice. Things were going well. I was making great money and income and things were going smoothly, but I felt like there was something missing. So I actually started a podcast for that financial planning practice. It was called Wealth Anatomy, and it was geared towards providing financial advice and information to medical professionals. And I realized, man, I love this medium of podcasting, being able to have that time freed up and the mental clarity and capacity.
Yeah, is that one of your regrets that you didn't sell your practice earlier, or would it have even been better to just shut your doors?
Maybe. I don't really have that as a regret because I enjoyed my financial planning practice, and also I had a decent recurring income coming in. I had built up a residual income over the course of almost 10 years, about 9 years at that point. And I liked doing what I did. So I don't think it was a regret. It was just good. It was just good timing and it worked out. And that was a great chapter of my life. And this is another chapter of my life. So definitely not a regret. And I don't know that I even would have changed it earlier. I think I did it as best as I could have with the information I had at hand. And looking back, I think I did it right, even with more information I have now.
Sweet, man.
I mean, I'll fast forward and talk about the financial planning stuff because I was fairly new in our marriage. My wife and I got married 2 months into it. No, sorry, 6 months into it. I left for Iraq, came back, we struggled to figure things out and get back together. And then we kind of got back into life and we had a kid and I was trying to grow my business, which was the financial planning practice at the time. And man, I was just struggling. Like I was floundering, trying to figure out how do I grow a business. I started surrounding myself with better people. I brought some mentors on in my financial planning practice that was struggling at the time. So now I'm going to fast forward a little bit. I'm doing the financial planning thing and it's going well and I've built a business and I'm having success and I just got bored. Like I just kind of felt like, I don't want to say dead inside, but I just felt I felt like everything was monotonous and just gray. My clients would call me and I'm like, ugh, I don't want to deal with this.
Yeah.
We've all been there, I think, to some degree. And I'm like, I got to do something different. And I had started a podcast for my financial planning practice. And I realized very quickly, I love the medium of podcasting.
He works for a financial company. So what is that? What financial company, man? Who says that? Like they say they help people make and save money. Like, okay. It's very vague. And then you say like, oh, I have my own business. No, you don't. Your upline is getting the money, okay, from whatever insurance you're selling. Okay? You're not getting the perfect dough you're supposedly getting. They're selling you the dream in the beginning, right? They sell you the dream. And that's what I think Ryan Michler used to work for, something like that. I mean, he seems like a cool guy. Don't get me wrong, Ryan Michler. But, I mean, from his Iron Cancel, I don't know if it's even worth it too. Like, what do you pay, like 100 or some shit like that? I gotta look it up right now, but pay 100 just to band with other men and talk about and improve each other? Like, I don't know. I'm on the fence on this guy. I like listening to his podcast, don't get me wrong, and his guests too, but I mean, look at the shit he says. The shit he says is good, right? But I don't know, man. He sounds like the other grifters and other manosphere people, but I mean, those other people charge a lot. Like this one guy charges what, 10,000, or like Tony Robinson, he charges for self-help conventions. What the fuck? I can just watch videos online about self-help, right? Maybe not law of attraction, because you know some aspects of it is true, but not really. I mean, you gotta put the work. I mean, everyone knows that by now. I mean, you gotta put the work in it. You gotta put the work in it. Okay? I like listening to Order of Man, but I don't know. It's a bit of a fishy character. Well, I mean, I'm not far-fetched. I mean, paying $100 for, you know, self-improvement. I don't know. I don't know about that, man. Especially for poor folks. I don't think they should do it. The Iron Council. Okay? Maybe you could just continue listening to Ryan's podcast. It'll give you a lot more insight how to improve yourself. Alright? Without paying $100 to group with other men. And what? Okay? I think that's how he makes his money. Just from that. I mean, the merchandise he sells is pretty cool. I mean, I like the t-shirts, hats, whatever. I mean, it's fine with selling merch. It's cool. Nothing wrong with that. But hiding the secrets and tools behind a paywall is a little fishy. Little fishy. I mean, I never seen complaints for the Iron Council. Maybe there's some results that men make from that, but yeah, I'll just continue listening to this podcast. You know, I'm not going to go to his Iron Council cultish bullshit. I'm sorry to say. But, yeah. I know there's some people that are going to be like, oh, you know, you're not doing the work, you know, you should pay for it. No, I'm not going to fucking pay for it. I can just listen to his podcast, okay? I get more insight from that, and I actually implemented some of that shit in my life. I try, okay? I don't need to pay $100 or $900 annually or whatever the fuck. I'll leave the image up there if I can. His price to be in the Iron Council and some spotlights. It just screams out red flags, man. I don't know. It's like those other grifters, you know, like for self-improvement type. But those dudes charge a lot too. I forgot there's one guy that charges $10,000 to do one-on-one. Ridiculous, man. Get the fuck out of here. Is that how you make your money, dude? Piss off. Piss off, okay? You're not stealing my money. I mean, if it was me back then, I would have fell for it. Hey, mom, dad, can you, take out 5,000 each? Those sound ridiculous, man. Just, I don't know. That's my rant. I don't know. I mean, maybe maybe people do have good results from Iron Council, but I don't know. I'm not paying for that. Me personally. If you are, that's fine. Whatever. Okay. But, you know, just don't be acceptable to other fake. Well, I don't think Ryan Michler's a fake guru, but other if you see other fake gurus and you buy into the program, I don't know what the fuck you're doing in your life. Okay? Maybe just do self-improvement by listening to his podcast. Alright? Or other people who've been through life, had personal experiences, and how they resolve their issues. Maybe you can listen to those people, maybe. If they have good insight. But other than that, you gotta think for yourself. That goes for me too. Alright? I'm not perfect, but whatever. See you, Assclowns, in the next video.
Assclown. 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 Assclown.